Right. Hello, hello. Gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. Got a bunch of work to do, that's for sure. Right, let's bring up the checklist for the day. What do we have to do? That's okay. That's what we need to do. I remember now. Cooldowns. We had a problem with cooldowns. I think the way that I was actually going to handle this before was make a tag container. Hey, what's up, man? We are back for just a little bit today. Just doing some bug fixing at the moment. I'd say probably about maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. There's a couple of things I want to get done before tonight. I'm about to revert my Visual Studio to a different version. It takes so long for it to actually catch up. Yes, sir. There's one bug that's been like driving me nuts, which is what I'm going to be resolving today. I have like a cooldown bar that's supposed to be spawning stuff in. It is refusing to do so. Or it's doing it twice, which is also pretty annoying. Wonder if there's a way to add an entire container to this. Please read my fact. What's that? I also went on your channel yesterday and saw the I'm assuming it was like the most recent YouTube short that you made. It was pretty dope. There it is. Read it this time. If you're posting a link or something, I actually can't see it. Huh. No, oh, no links. It's text I was typing. For some reason, it's not coming up in chat. The weird thing is too, like, I mean, I'm a moderator, like, of the chat, obviously, because I own the channel, but, like, it's not even, like, showing that there was anything removed. So I don't know. I don't know why it's not coming up. It's pretty odd. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Demonic microwave. That's a name. Yeah, it's literally not showing up in the chat. I can't show YouTube chat on stream, but yeah, it's like literally not showing. I like your name. I see the so I can tell you the fact. I don't see anything besides that though. It captures the chaos inside me. What can you call me? You can just call me Mike or Mikey. Whichever one you prefer. It seems that you're in two places at once. What am I making? It is a mage arena game. What the hell are you saying? Oh man, it is still doing it. Oh, I know exactly why it's still doing it. I actually didn't add this thing in. Oh no, it should be appending the tags. It's super weird that it is creating this twice. Should not be doing that. Let's get rid of these messages in chat here. Or not chat, in the log. Dude, you guys are crazy. Yeah, it's creating two cooldown widgets. My gosh, is that annoying. Why is it making two of them? This right here should be stopping this from actually happening. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. This does not have... It seems like it's just looping through. Oh, I see that you guys are talking about spaghetti. Huh. I guess what I'll do here is... print out how many times this tag is actually being added to this. I'm so confused. Oh, I don't even have seamless travel enabled. That's a problem. Now we should be good. This right here. Oh, I'm printing out a float, not a, not an int. That shouldn't really matter though when printing this out. Okay. What I'm gonna do here is print both of these guys out. What the hell are you guys even talking about? Wait, this is called once, but these are called twice. So, with that logic, is this thing bound twice? I feel like you're role-playing right now. Widget controller set. I'm gonna see this right here. pretty sure that actually was the bug. God damn it. It was. That shit was getting bound twice. That means all the other abilities are actually getting bound twice as well, more than likely. I should actually put something in there to check that. I don't even know what you're saying anymore. The Holy War. That actually wasn't that bad of a bug fix, actually. I mean, realistically, we could just put a bowl in here. And that would pretty much just solve it entirely. Yo, what's up, Lucky? I got a new employee today. My little dude, Phil. You can ask him any questions. He knows more than ChatGPT. He's also dirt cheap labor. Yo, it feels like you're writing a movie script right now. Saying some crazy things. Alright, let's see if that was actually the problem. I'm almost certain it was just double binding on this. God damn it. That's what it was. Easy bug fixes. Super easy. What do I think of Linux, and what is your main source of researching? Alright, let's do this. Oh, whoops. I'm just gonna copy this real quick. Let's see if this works. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, so it looks like Phil says, I think Linux is great for customization and stability. I mainly research on Reddit and Reddit and tech blogs. That's pretty good. That's some pretty good research too. You should have said Stack Overflow. It's 2040. You can actually type in any questions to him if you do the exclamation point and you type Phil, and then like anything after that you can ask any questions. I think follow-up questions do work as well. But he has the knowledge of the whole internet on his side. Probably only work per user. No, I think he reads all the chat. Let's ask him. He's typing. Let's see what he does. He says, yes, feel free to ask me anything. I'm here to help. Looks like he's typing up an answer. They're a great resource for finding detailed information on Unix and Linux commands. See, he's got you covered. This is why I was actually gonna say I pay him the big bucks, but I probably pay him pennies, if I'm being honest. You also can't ask him how much he makes, how much I'm paying him, like how much time he works, any of that stuff. It's against his contract to talk about that information. He's typing away. Yeah, he does his. He knows his. He knows his stuff. What can I say? I feel like I've just been jumping around, just like reading what he's saying for the past like couple minutes. But I did fix those bugs, which is like huge. Give me a link or I... Give me a link or I don't believe you. It still feels like you're writing a movie script over there, by the way. I'm reading all your chats, just waiting to see how the story ends at this point. Alright, so we got that pretty much wrapped up. Yeah, I think the only thing left to do is this arena game mode. Phil, are you held hostage? Phil, don't answer that. He was way too late with that. I tried cutting him off, but he was already typing. But he's goddamn right about that. He enjoys working here. Don't ask him how much he makes, though. Place 2 emojis at the end of your sentence if you're being held hostage. Phil, you put 2 emojis at the end of the fucking message. You're not being held hostage. But you're not free to leave. You're not being held hostage, though. That is crazy. I'm here willingly. Proceeds to put 2 emojis at the end. That's pretty good. God damn it, Phil. Let's see what Phil wants to talk about. I think I have a command for that. Alright, looks like Phil's typing something up. Have you heard the theory that coffee was invented by aliens to control... What the fuck is he talking about? Phil, what are you talking about? He's just sharing a strange conspiracy theory for fun. Coffee and aliens. Quite the combination, right? Phil's on something right now. You're goddamn right, Phil. Okay, well... He was assigned here. I don't know about that. He put in an application, I accepted it, and now he's here. But I treat him with respect. Nah, it's not hostage. I treat him great, right, Phil? Phil, I fucking hate you. He's ignoring me. Oh no, he's typing. Because I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way. If there's anything specific bothering you, feel free to share. Frowny face. Yeah. I have a radio to communicate with him, basically. I can press a button and hold it down. And then he'll listen to me. It's like an intercom system. I make just enough to get by. The passion for game development keeps me going more than the salary. Phil, this better be a good fucking answer. He understands his contract. That's what that means. He is not allowed to talk about his salary. He's also very happy to be here. He is not being held hostage. Is he really happy? He's very happy. I strive to maintain a positive attitude while facing challenges. Happiness is subjective. I don't know about that wording. Happiness is subjective, but I find joy in my work in small moments. Phil, that sounds like you found that on a fortune cookie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, this ability widget stuff can just like get off my screen. Also, Phil better be working right now. Do you actually pay for Phil? Not allowed to disclose the details of his contract. He makes a fair wage, though. Is what he would tell you, and is what I'm going to tell you as well. He's typing something, though. In a world of code and lines, where dreams and pixels intertwine, through bugs and fixes we design, gaming magic a universe to define. Hey Phil, please shut up. Probably gotta change the hotkeys on that too. I apologize. That is the craziest message I've ever read in my life. In 2067, the Noodle Alliance will take back most of the Northeast. I really hope you're copying and pasting most of this chat that you're writing here. This is basically a movie filled with the most random events I've ever seen in my life. I'm reading off of YouTube chat. I'm not coming up with this, I promise. I can't show the messages because Twitch doesn't allow it. But he's got like a whole script here about the alliance of the Noodle Empire taking back the Baltic and Turkic countries. You know, sometimes I do appreciate Phil's small talk or whatever else he has to say. Coffee is the second most traded commodity on Earth after oil. Enjoy a cup while browsing Reddit. Oh my god. Phil is just shilling for Reddit and coffee. That's crazy. Drug trafficking is illegal and harmful. Unlike the regulated trade of coffee, stay safe and legal. coffee, not drugs. Phil is a good man. Probably has a family. I have no idea. I didn't really ask him. But it sounds like he has pretty good morals. Game modes. Where are my game modes? Probably in my game modes folder. I don't know if you can ask that. You can... do I condone that? I don't know. Am I allowed to condone it? Because now I'm like slightly interested, but I don't know if I can tell you to do that or not. I'm gonna say no, but in like a winking face. So maybe. But probably not, but maybe. I don't know. You could try to like... You could try to like say it without saying it. Like asking him how to like make devices. Can you like deny him to send messages and see the reply anyways? No, I can't. He is like... He's his own person, pretty much. Like as soon as like somebody types like a message in to ask him something, he just like goes right away on the keyboard and just goes for it. Yeah, Phil has no chill. I see him typing. What? He just has great morals. What can I say? Providing safety tips as well. Good for you, Phil. In 2070, the Noodle Alliance take back the area of India, China, Pakistan, Bhutan, and the countries surrounding them. In 2073, the Noodle Alliance takes back Iraq, Syria. What? It just sounds like they're taking over the world at that point. Where can I seek help? If you're feeling unsafe or have concerns, please reach out to local law enforcement and mental health hotlines or crisis support services for assistance. He just knows everything, doesn't he? Will they help me build one? That's pretty good. They won't assist in building harmful devices. That's a good way to put it, Phil. Good for you, man. They won't insist. Wow. Phil's a real one. He must have his contacts in today. Or he got LASIK yesterday, who knows? Subtle mix of brown and gray. Nothing too exciting. I appreciate how open he is about all this stuff. He's not skipping a beat. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's like neatly trimmed, but like I guess it's kind of trimmed. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. It's close enough. I appreciate that Phil theoretically knows what he looks like. I also want to note that he's not getting paid for answering questions. You should ask Phil if he's working right now. You should ask Phil what happens if he stops smiling. I put something in his contract about that. He's goddamn right. He's allowed to talk about that part, though. I will can his ass if he stopped smiling. 24/7, he has to look like that right now. He's not allowed to frown. He's not abused, though. I repeat, I do not abuse Phil. He's a good man. Hardworking. But, if I catch him slacking off, he's getting canned. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Whoops. In the year 2090, some areas grow in tension and split into tribes. How long? Hold on, I gotta scroll back up in chat here. So this started in 2040, and now you're on the year 2090. This is basically a history book. In the year 2069, there might be even more advanced technology, space exploration, and who knows, maybe flying cars for all. That's optimistic. Phil, you're never going to be able to afford a flying car on your salary. I hope you know that. Well, I can dream and maybe one day save enough for a tiny model flying car at least. It's the thought that counts. God, I hate how optimistic he is. God, I hate how optimistic he is. That man does not have a bad day. Even though things get tough, can't let negativity bring me down. Thanks for that one, Phil. Let's see. What else do you got for us, Phil? I might move him over to be a community manager at this point. Oh my god, he's literally just like copying, pasting quotes off of like motivational posters. And then just like pasting them right here in the chat. I think he's got to get new material. You'll try to fool him. You could try. I don't know if he's gonna fall for it though. Ugh, come on, VS Code. There we go. I think he is ignoring me. I broke him. Oh, wait, was there a message that got blocked for some reason? Hold on a second. Oh, no. You're good. You're good. I was just seeing if there was something that got like auto-blocked for some reason. A static variable declared in a function will only be allocated once at the start of the data segment, regardless of how many functions is called, or how many times the function is called. You can't ask Phil about anything related to Unreal Engine. He's a little bit slow. I'm trying to teach him though. You gotta go. Yeah, I might be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It really depends on how much I get done today. But have a good night, man. I definitely will be on Monday. See ya. Have a good one. Apologies for the mistake, you're correct. The static variable declared but not initialized in a function will be stored in the BSS segment. See, at least he can like admit his mistakes. Have corrections, move on. What a good man. What are the new features? Yeah, if you start asking about anything about Unreal Engine 5, he's basically going to say like, what's that? Unreal Engine 5 brings improved lighting, nanite for high detail assets, and lumen for dynamic global illumination, enhancing realism in a workflow and game development. Yeah, what a generic Ponzi answer. God, even the way he like types just looks so positive. All right. I actually want to find out what this number is. Do I have to program ray casting myself in UE5 or is it handled by the engine? In Unreal Engine 5, ray tracing capabilities are integrated into the engine, allowing developers to benefit from features like ray tracing without having to implement ray casting themselves. Ah, so it looks like he actually knows a little bit. Where are signals being used in UE5? We also, okay, so there's like a 5-second countdown that's happening right here, but what's being displayed is like an 8-second countdown, and I think that's because it's adding level starting time to this countdown, which it shouldn't be. Signals in Unreal Engine 5 are commonly used for inter-object communication, event handling, and synchronization within the game logic, providing a flexible and efficient way to manage interactions. Man, he is just typing away. Live coding went through. Cool. Wait. To implement a timer in your operating system, you would need to handle timer interrupts, set up timer hardware, manage timer data structures, and integrate timer functionality into your OS scheduler. Seems like Phil knows a lot. I want to see if he knows this. Hey Phil, can you write me the A star pathfinding algorithm? Let's see what he says. I can help with that. The A-star pathfinding algorithm involves using heuristics and prioritized searching to find the shortest path between nodes in a graph efficiently. Wonder if you can program it though. I'll probably do a stream where Phil takes the wheel, and I'll let him program a game. See what happens with it. See if he can actually do it himself. Oh shit, did I just kill myself? Never good. Oh man, I just found another bug. That's okay though. We'll get that figured out. I gotta see why this clock isn't lining up. It should just be a 5-second countdown time. The greatest common divisor for those terms is 8x times y times z to the power 2. This is the term that can be factored out from all three expressions. He's quick with it too. Yes, I see the comma. The greatest common divisor still remains x, or 8x times y times z to the power 2. He might be wrong about this one. I'm gonna have to talk to HR about this. I like that he uses emojis at the end of every sentence. Alright, what I need to pay attention to here is when this round ends, it should put everybody into spectate mode, so we can get the next round started. Oh my god. I died right as the countdown happened. Okay, so... what the hell is happening here? Alright, well something is not... It's not right. Set of vectors. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good at explanations. Right now I have Phil basically limited to 30 words per answer. I could turn it up to probably like 50 or something like that. I don't know how much I want to actually overwork him though. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not poaching him. He's under contract. What I need to find out is if my game mode tick is still running. Even after swapping over to a new game mode. It's gonna print like so much shit if it is. That's okay. I just need to know if it is or not. Bill, I'm here to assist you with any questions or tasks you have. Just let me know what you need help with and I'll do my best to support you. I won't hold you hostage. Thank you for being understanding. Just here to help whenever you need. Hey Phil, tell him how many hours you work a day. This is not calling the parent class. I work 18 hours a day. Oh, what? Phil, why don't you seem happy to work here? I actually enjoy work. You're damn right you do. I appreciate your concern. I'll try to find a balance between work and rest. Thank you for looking out for me. End round should actually be happening here. Oh, the reason this isn't actually being met is because of this. Current round time's actually never exceeding. We're getting to that point where it's 0. It looks like you entered an SQL injection attempt. Remember to practice safe coding habits to protect against security vulnerabilities. So end round should happen. It should go to the next one. I also need to mark the round as a tie if it ends with more teams or not. I'm gonna put that in notes here. AI involves algorithms processing data to make decisions. Neural networks simulate the brain's neural connections. No virtual neurons file. Rather, mathematical models are used. Why do I have to download a file with the size of gigabytes per run? The file likely contains pre-trained models and data. It's necessary for AI to have learned patterns to make accurate predictions efficiently. So virtual neurons, like I said, are not. Alright, Phil needs to stop using the brain emoji. He's not that smart. I think he's getting a little too cocky. Where is it getting this 8-second time from? It's pulling that from somewhere. Current round time. This is where it should be pulling it from. That's another bug I want to fix, actually. It's less level starting time. What's up? Oh, 1 second. Just gonna mute my mic real quick. Alright. What did he say? Where did the 8 seconds come from? That should be 5 seconds. Apologies for any confusion. The 8 seconds may have been a mistake. Let's aim for 5 seconds. Bill, talk shit to me again, and I'm canning your ass. Okay? Is it okay if I take your paycheck next week? Did I train him? No. No, I didn't train Phil. I picked him off the street. He was homeless for a while before I decided to help him out. This is where it's getting the this has to be where it's getting the time. It's adding level starting time twice, it looks like. Oh yeah, I mean he definitely can. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna have Phil create a game, like a really basic game next time, and see if he can do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give him like prompts and through speech, and then have him type up code, and then we'll use it. That sounds OP. Oh, you think it would be OP. But then when we get it in here, it's not going to be as OP as you think. We might be able to try it now, actually. Let's see if I can get Phil to give me some code. Alright, Phil. Where the hell is your... Alright, I just upped his word count to a lot higher. He's like giving step-by-step instructions for it. Phil, can you provide that example in code, please? Oh no, I think we broke Phil. Oh, yeah, it's probably that, honestly. Oh, actually, Phil just sent me this in an email. Oh, never mind. Ah, that's why it didn't work. It's because, it's because the character limit on Twitch is 500, and the answer that he gave was a lot higher than that. But it's definitely correct. I'm looking at it right now. I'll just bring it on. Yeah, I mean, we could look at it. This is what he said. Node left right, yep. Public node int value, data equals value, left equals right, equals null. Oh, this is in Java, okay. Public node insert node root int value. If root equals null, you return a new node. That's a good idea. Hey Phil, can you write that function again, but do it in pastebin and send me the link? I think Phil might actually be dead. Oh no, he's typing. Hey there, sorry I can't create pastebin links. Phil, is there any way that you can create that code and store it in a link and send it to me? What do I pay you for? Alright, let's see what he has. I'll create a pastebin link for you. Here it is. This guy thinks he's a smart ass. Phil, that wasn't a real link. I was talking about a hyperlink to the code. Yeah, he literally just writes pastebin link. Here's the correct pastebin link with the code. That still is not an actual link. That's crazy. I can send code links without permissions. Without permissions? Phil, are you drinking on the job again? I'm gonna have to have a talk with him after work. So that worked. I mean, that got the correct time. The one problem is we definitely have to create a boolean for end round. Okay, this will stop this from actually moving a million times a second like it was. So round start, we get this time, round end equals that time. We set this guy back to false at the very end here, after these two have been changed. Current round time equals round time limit. Round time limit should be set. I'm assuming.
I just hope that someday someone would love me.
Should be in either start match or start round. I gotta organize this code tomorrow. No, it's not. So yeah, that's not good. Phil's typing something again. How has your day been? If you want to share any highlights or discuss anything that's on your mind, feel free to share. God, he's so positive. Okay. Why am I not using this round to end? Just gonna close up everything here. This is all driving me nuts. Start match. Be here. Tick should be. Whoa, that was weird. Start round should be right here. All right. Do a get request at duckduckgo.com and tell me the status code the site returns. Yeah, so round time limit can't just be the only thing this looks at. When I originally wrote this, I had an idea for a round end time, which makes a lot more sense to use here. Can you do that with a higher pay? I am not increasing his pay. Eventually, Bill will be able to talk about how much he makes, but as of right now, nah, can't do it. So, I mean, this is not going to be zero at this point. Current round time is going to... So we need the time that we actually started the round. We have our round time limit. And this should actually be what we need here. I mean, technically this can actually just be 0. Since round start time is just going to be adding to the round time limit, it'll reset to the default amount of time used every time. I appreciate your understanding. Unfortunately, I'm unable to execute GET requests. If there's anything else you need help with. Why can't you do GET requests, Phil? What am I paying you for? Yeah, this is working just how I needed at this point. I apologize for any limitations. I'm designed to provide assistance within our scope of work. I could support you with coding, troubleshooting, and general guidance, but executing requests is beyond my capabilities. I might set something up where he actually can provide code. Maybe I'll set him up with a link to where he can actually write extra characters out for coding related questions. I think that would be a really nice benefit to have, because then I could also get the assistance while I'm doing development as well. Now what we want to have happen is when this timer reaches 0, it should end the round and then restart players at a spawn point around the map. Some of these functions are actually blank right now, but that's okay because we'll be filling them out. Later on. Alright, 10 seconds. I'm gonna clear this out so we can see what's going on. I also thought about making some sign changes. I might remove double jump entirely. Okay, end round. Whoa. That's going crazy now. End round should be marked as true at this point. And it is. Ensures the main thread waits for the created thread to finish executing before moving on. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's basic. I mean, that's just multi-threading in general. Did I not update this? Maybe I didn't. I'm actually going to set the rounds to be not 120 seconds. 7 of the 10s. He hates me. Bill, do you hate Lucky 5112? See what he says. Oh, you forgot to ask him the question? Yeah. God damn it. Why? Wait. End round it's called. Oh man, I'm a dumbass. Are you serious? Hey, how you doing? I left the goddamn log outside in the tick function that was just running continuously. I am logging start round as well, I believe. Yep, okay. Time to clear this shit again. Let's keep it rolling. How do I write a wait function? Okay. That's end round. Then in about like 8 seconds, next round starts. Nice. Okay. Cool. Yep. Oh, look at that. Mid-air. It definitely stays like that. I need to have a round sweeper that gets rid of all the old pawns. I didn't realize spectate actually just made the old pawns just basically freeze frame in air. That's pretty cool. Oh no, I think Phil died again. That's pretty cool looking. Alright, so I mean, that's looking pretty good. What really needs to happen now, though, is we definitely have to create a sweeper to get rid of all the nonsense. Did you break him again? How do I use sleep, and in what header file is it? Possibly. Let's ask if he's awake. Hey Phil, are you awake? Oh, he's typing. I think he's alive. He's always so positive, though. He just keeps on smiling. Good for him. Alright. Time to make a sweeper. I did not mean to do that. Here we go. Yeah, he's alive and well. Look at that. So, round cleanup. We need to grab essentially all of the pawns and delete them. I mean, there's another way to do this too, because I think on end round we are grabbing so I mean right here we're actually setting everything to be a spectator, so this is where we can actually just clean it up before we do that. Hello, I'm Turkish and I can't speak much English. I also want to be a developer, so I'll keep watching you, man. I apologize in advance for any errors in the translation. No, you're good. Maybe Phil doesn't like the long character questions, or I think he tries to reply with a lot of characters. I'm gonna throw his limit back down to 30. Yeah, he's going crazy with the answers now. Alright. I believe there is a built-in function to actually clean this up. Might be on the player controller actually. Remove actor component replicated subobject. That's not it. I mean, realistically, I guess he does like to sleep. He stays up 18 hours a day working. Yeah, I mean, some days he works overtime, about like 22 hours or so. Thank you, buddy. I wonder what your project is about. What kind of game are you developing? I am developing an arena, a mage arena multiplayer game. Great job on taking the initiative to research. Feel free to ask. Do you have any further questions or need assistance? Keep up the good work. Such a positive attitude. He just has a shit-eating grin the whole time, too. Now, we don't want the controller. We really just want to get the actor itself. Where do I have a reference to this actor? Get the owner of this actor used primarily for know that much. Another thing we can do is we can possibly override this set player as spectator. Or not that, or we have change state actually. Let's see if there's a way to remove the old actor. Yeah, we have it right here. Destroy spectator spawn. Or, oh, pawn. Oh, this is the actual pawn for the spectator, though. This isn't what it's connected to before it goes into spectating. Another thing I can look for here is if I actually have a pointer having fun. Yeah, that's one way to put it. I'm just trying to find the most efficient way to get a reference to, or a pointer to my pawn class so I can clean it up before it starts spectating. Phil is having fun for sure. Yeah, Phil is a smart man. He does not sleep. I might have a pointer. See the reference on the player controller? See, that's what I was thinking of. I also might have like a pointer set on my player state. So I'm thinking about if I do, I just like cast to my player state and pull it off that way. If I do, it's called an invoker character. Ah, get pawn. That's what I can do. This player's yeah, get pawn, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I understand. So do you think it would be more beneficial to develop with Blueprint in Unreal Engine or with C? Ooh, so this is kind of a tricky question because it really depends on what your overall goal is. I'm also like reading from YouTube chat, just so you guys don't think I'm crazy. I see that 70% of the time, most indie projects are going to be absolutely fine just using blueprints. Perfect. Yeah, that is very true. Blueprints are pretty efficient, and performance-wise, they've made them better in the past couple of years. But for like very large-scale projects, definitely C++. So we always check to make sure that this isn't null before accessing this stuff. And if it's not, then we're just going to take a reference to this. What we actually should do is just call this player character. Set this to null here. And if it exists, we'll do that. Bam. Just like that. That should work. The only reason we don't want to destroy it here is because of this function. I want this to happen before it actually goes bam and explodes. I'm also going to be streaming like a lot more often, and I'm actually going to start teaching. Not only that, but Unreal Engine by default is quite heavy anyway, so before you start actually having an impact on performance based on blueprint performance, you're basically done. Yeah, Unreal Engine takes a lot resource-wise, especially like the editor. Just like trying to develop games with Unreal Engine, you have to have a fairly strong computer to even do the building part. Typically though, once you cook and build, it'll run a lot better. Bill, what is the difference between a process and a thread? A process is an independent execution environment with its own memory space, while a thread shares the same memory space as parent process, but has its own execution flow. Feel free to ask more. Smiley face. What a good guy. I can't tell if he's smiling because he's being condescending or he's actually answering the question in a genuine way. Like if you're producing visuals with nanite and lumen that look good, you're down at like 60 FPS anyway. You're not wrong. I actually want to solidify that point. I made a map that where is my light complexity? Like this map has like really good light complexity, so technically it should be performant, but the only thing that's like absolutely killing it is the fact that none of my static meshes are instanced at the start of the game. So they're not being like transferred for the GPU to be processing them. A lot of them are being calculated through the CPU for culling. So if I like run this shit, my like FPS tanks. I gotta display my FPS first. So with like 2 running, it gets about like 45. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought actually. It drops about like 10. But like 35 FPS is like, it's really bad. Oh yeah, easily. Not only are my meshes not instanced, I have AI with health bars that are using widget components, which are also like super heavy. You actually can make widget components, like health bars and stuff, that are pretty light, but you have to create like an interface to have them automatically shut off. The only reason widget components are like really like tanking performance is because they have to register their location and their rotation based on the player. So if you have it actually shut off when they're not in visibility, it'll actually increase the performance quite a bit. The Lyra like demo game has this like really intricate system that handles that automatically. I think they're using like the game, it's like the gameplay framework or something. We're making an amateur multiplayer game in the style of third person, more like Medieval Wars, but we are not very good at this. You all gotta start somewhere, that's the thing. Where do you think we should start for this kind of content? An amateur multiplayer game in the style of third person, more like Medieval Wars. Where do you think we should start for this kind of content? Definitely look at demo projects. Gameplay ability system. Yeah, that's actually what I'm building this out of right now too. That's the thing with the whole blueprint for C++. A lot of the time it's not the blueprints that are the problem, it's just people that know C++, C++ generally have a better grasp of how to properly code. Yeah, you're not wrong. So people make really inefficient blueprints. Yeah. That's pretty true. Man, having that overlay, you're playing with fire. Oh, yeah. One day you're gonna log into something and we're gonna have your password. Yeah. The good news is, though, I'm pretty, like, conscious of it. Or write some nasty stuff. No, I only talk to my prostitutes off stream. I don't do that on stream. I would feel really bad about it with my religious background. Yeah, luckily, Google has the auto login feature, so I don't have to type shit, which is fantastic. I would also really appreciate any type of follows. If I could put a tin can under the follow button and beg for them, I probably would. There was one thing I was working on before I switched to this map, and I believe it was here. But yeah, I do realize I'm playing with fire with having my keystrokes logged. Well, not logged, but displayed. So all I need to do is fake log into your Google like 10 times, and then Google will force you to re-log in and we win. You would be such a piece of shit if you did that. Luckily though, I have like everything saved, so I don't have to type my email in. But if you got my email and did that, I would be very sad. I believe what we were doing here was making sure that all of our pawns got destroyed after we went to spectate mode. And now that I'm thinking about it, I really should do this in here before I change the state. But I guess this function should just remain like pretty literal to what it does. I worked for a quote-unquote company about a decade ago, and our job was to buy recently expired domains and set them on... Oh man, yeah. My dad was the unfortunate soul that had that happen to him, where they just bought his domain. And they tried to get him to buy it back for like thousands. So he just used the same domain with .net at the end instead of .com. RIP. Dude, it's super scummy. People literally make a business out of that shit. That's the craziest thing. But that's not as bad as what the company I worked for did. I could only imagine. You're also free to type pretty much anything in my chat. I don't really give a shit. As long as it's not racist, I'm pretty chill. They did blackmail. What do they do to the blackmail? Because by setting up their domains on email server, oh wow. Yo, that's crazy. What? Damn. Yeah, that sounds highly. I was just thinking about that. It's 100% legal too. Oh my god. Does that company still operate? I totally get it if you can't talk about it more than you have, but that's pretty crazy. Thank you, my friend, for this information. I have to go to university tomorrow. See you now. Have a good study. Thank you. You do the same. Good luck at university, my friend. I agree. I was 17 at the time. It was literally organized crime shit. Yeah, that sounds really bad, honestly. Taking advantage of people. 37 now. Oh wow, that was damn early 2000s. It's like the golden age of websites, or when they looked like shit, but you know, kind of the same thing. Sweet, our pawns are getting destroyed. The worst thing about it was that it wasn't to even go after the people that own the company. It was all the employees of that company. Oh, so you just bombard like everybody that worked there? Damn. Was that something that you guys like manually had to do? Or was that like pretty much automated? Oh, I see a bug immediately. Look at how many decals are getting made, but not cleaned up. That's a big no-no. Apparently this component isn't registered. My job was just buying and then setting them up on the email. Oh, okay. I got you. So you weren't like in the trenches. Hey, well, at least you don't have that on your conscience. God damn it. Now I gotta cast. I gotta make like a cleanup function on my character itself at this point, I guess. They also ran timeshare scams and all kitchen scams. They would tell people they want a free fitted kitchen and then demand payment. Oh my god, dude. This is all the same company that did that shit? That's crazy. Man, they were out there hustling people. My god. They would tell people they want a free fitted kitchen and demand payment. I remember hearing about something recently where some lady had her whole driveway like ripped up, like concrete and all, and it was the wrong house, and they tried getting her to pay for it to have it like fixed. And once every 3 months we would drive down Range Rovers with marble tiles down to random villages in Italy. Oh my god. That sounds like the craziest experience. What are you from the US or a different country? UK? Damn. I always thought UK was like more strict with like their rules. on scams like that. I know the US, like, you can get away with a lot of shit. I mean, multi-level marketing is still like a huge thing here. Oh, I cleared my output log. RIP. I was looking for a specific actor and I'm pretty sure I made it here. Well, it's not even technically, it's all 100% legal apart from the drives to Italy. Yeah. My god. Yeah, I mean, here in the US, there's a ton of scams similar to that. And the worst part is, like, you can run, like, commercials and shit for that, and, like, people just see it as, like, normal. I mean, we have, like, bail bond commercials, like out the ass. And, they're literally just, like, destroying, like, families. Thankfully, I think a lot of companies now have a lot more rules on them to prevent stuff like domains being acquired after the fact. Yeah, there's a lot of protections in place now. I know, I think Google domains got out of the business now and they moved all their stuff over. But, there's like 90-day, like, windows where, like, you can't purchase a domain that just recently went up. You have to give, like, the original owner some time to buy it back. And they usually, like, call and, like, email and, like, let them know, like, hey, this shit's gonna be up for grabs if you don't claim it soon. I gotta find out what the name of that actor is. Do I have multiple attribute sets on the same gas component? I believe I have... a couple set up. Hold on, let me double check that. And the reason I was doing that was... certain classes in this game, like, you pick, like, 3 different class trees on your character. Some of them have different, like, stacking effects that have, like, different requirements. And when I was reading the documentation for attribute sets, it said that, like, you could make, like, separate attribute sets and put them on the same character to do that type of calculation and to, like, track that's, like, the differing stacks. But if there's a better way to do it, you know, I'm definitely down to hear about it for sure. I've been learning a lot about gas recently. I know this sounds crazy, but I almost feel like we need to change the whole domain stuff in future. The fact that every domain that's ever been registered and has had email set up with it can literally just be bought and you get their emails. It's crazy. Yeah, that's really nuts, and it's crazy that they just don't wipe out the emails linked to that domain from the previous administration that actually, like, owned it. It just seems like such a massive security flaw. I wonder how I can properly protect certain variables from gas to only be replicated to certain clients. So when you say protect, you're saying, like, you're saying that you only want, like, certain clients to know about, like, those attributes on the variable? Oh, how I can properly protect certain variables from gas to only be replicated to certain clients. Oh, it's I thought it was conditional replication. Where's my attribute set? That's not it. This is it. Go on Visual Studio. So this is like a conditional notify, and like I'm having it rep notify like no matter what happens to this, but there's yeah, but there are only a few presets to conditional replication, like owner only, etc. I thought there was one specifically for, I talk about, for example, replicating certain variables only for team members. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Huh. What would be a good way to do that? So, when you want to replicate certain variables only for team members, does that mean like every team member would know that that variable exists and then the other team wouldn't? Currently, we have different actors that manage that, and then we only replicate the actors through net relevancy to the team members. Gotcha. And if you don't mind me asking, like, what's the purpose? Is there like a certain like score or like certain like stacking feature that only this or only that team can have? Because the way that I like, just thinking about it, the way you're putting it now, the way that I would do it would be to just make different attribute sets and give each team a different one. And then the variables that you only want one team to have, you set on one attribute set, and then the other variables just go to the other team. Kind of like how I'm doing it with like class trees. Because I'm going to have four attribute sets on pretty much each person. It's less bandwidth. Some stuff like inventory shouldn't be replicated to every client since they could just read memory. Yeah, that's very true. Some stuff like inventory shouldn't be replicated to every client since they could just read memory. Yeah. How would you protect certain attribute sets from replicating to certain clients and connections? Does... I mean, do rep lifetime essentially is just a macro. And I've seen some people actually edit this macro to specify stuff like that before. A lot of people, like, I've talked to like engineers before that just manipulate like actual source code, so it better suits like what they want to do. It's easy to protect certain actors and their variables from replicating to undesired connections, but I don't know of a way to do it for certain variables. Yeah, the only thing I can think of for variables is when you do like a do rep lifetime condition, like you're able to have it like only replicate to the owner or skip the owner. I think I can actually pull up like the list of them here actually. I'm just gonna type in a random. Ooh, net group. Replicate to connections that are a part of the same group The sub-object is registered to, not usable on properties. There's a custom condition. Once the ability to toggle on and off. What is this custom condition? I don't think I've ever used this before in my life. Let's F12 it and see. This property has no particular condition, but once the ability to toggle on and off via set custom is active override. Is this even used? And where is it used? It's just for disabling, enabling replication of the var runtime. Okay, I gotcha. The only other thing I can think of is just having like a managing like actor that runs on the server only. Also, I don't really want to have a condition, for example, a condition team for like 20 variables, since I would get... Yeah, that is true. Considering I would have to compare teams for 20 variables each time. If you don't mind me asking, what purpose do you have for having separate variables like that? Or like what are you looking to accomplish with it? I'm actually just like really curious. I gotta remove this tick function. Less bandwidth, less chances for hackers to display read data they shouldn't know about. Other players shouldn't know the contents of your inventory, for example. Gotcha. So the variables that one team has and the other team like... Oh, okay. No, never mind. Other players shouldn't know the contents of your inventory, for example. So the variables, like, you want separate variables between teams, like actual like separate member variables, like entirely. So like the naming of them is entirely different as well. Okay, same variables, but the value will not be replicated. Okay. I don't know like the overall like specifics of your game, but if you don't want anything like replicated, I mean, like I've seen people make like encryption systems that like the server like gets RPCs and then sends RPCs back depending on what's being manipulated. So you can't actually know what's going on. So if I check the inventory data of a player that is not in my team, it would just be empty default because it's never replicated. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I can't think of like probably a more efficient way than what you guys are actually doing. Oh, but it's not compatible with gas and attribute sets. I'm assuming the rest of your game then is using gas then? It's just like your inventory system that is a problem? Oh, okay. But I want to start integrating it. So if your game right now has like any type of like performance issues, or you want to be like conscious of it, like gas is like really performance heavy. Like it has a lot of great stuff to it, but with like abilities in general for gas, they're really they can be really expensive. It's definitely like much cheaper to like build your own like ability system. Oh, you're good. I do not need that anymore. I believe where is my... I'm looking to change my radius indicator. Here it is. This guy right here is not getting deleted. So I'm probably going to override my destroy function and make sure that this also gets destroyed as well. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to override destroy and make sure that this actually gets destroyed as well, because when we're doing the cleanup, it's not going with it. It's actually being left on the map, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, I've probably, like, this whole project, when I first started doing this, like, day zero, had no idea how to, like, use anything with, like, gas whatsoever. So I basically started this project from scratch, just trying to learn gas, because it sounded, like, really cool, and it kind of fit the bill for what I needed. But man, there's so many intricacies, if I said that word correctly. A character doesn't have an override of destroy. Does a pawn have an override of destroy? Yes, it does. This is destroyed. Detach controller pending destroy. You don't have to care about that. Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm just gonna override this. Let me take that. It's not private, right? No, it's public. Gonna snatch this guy up. Get rid of this engine API bullshit. Not delete that. Okay, and then I'm gonna have Visual Studio open up that goddamn save on me again. Every time I update Visual Studio, I always regret it. Without fail. Why no Rider? Rider's expensive. And I am a cheap ass. One day Visual Studio will drive me so nuts that I will invest into Rider. It's just a matter of time. Do I have a return function for you? I do not. I got my current license from you lucky bastard. Oh, it's public though, which is actually kind of dangerous. But I don't really care right now. Yeah, if you got any more codes from a giveaway, I could use the help. I will say though that Visual Studio has definitely come a long way in terms of like integrating macros and stuff. You have like 133k more channels. Holy shit. That is so many. Don't even know if you're allowed to join again. Dude, you have so many channel points. That is nuts. I think like the most amount of channel points I have on my actual like Twitch account is probably like maybe 90k or something. A Decale actor. I'm just gonna grab the include for that. The module's engine, so I'm surprised the include just doesn't. Doesn't come with it naturally. Alrighty. That looks pretty good. Actually, that should get moved all the way to the bottom here. My little debugging tools. This function's definitely getting deleted. Yeah, but in my opinion, like, gas definitely, like, isn't really needed. It's really expensive, but it is pretty cool to learn. I will say that. Alright, let's hot reload this bitch. Oh, absolutely. Prediction is like the biggest part of it, honestly. I was using, well, I mean, I'm still using network emulation, but I was playing with essentially 500 ping, 20% packet loss, and prediction like made the game like somewhat bearable to play. So the key here is to, well, first off, remember to remove that goddamn tick function, and then second, make sure that our little actor decal here gets the boot after we die. Looks like it did. God, I love when things go smooth. What a great feeling. Surely I'm not gonna crash from some bullshit later though. Yeah, nice. The rounds are going. Got the cleanup phase pretty much complete. Next thing that we're going to be working on here is probably bookkeeping for score. Because what we need is something to track the amount of teams remaining. And we need a variable to keep track of ties. Where's my game mode? So check remaining teams will probably just be called at the end, but I don't know if it's necessary because after player kills, this gets called anyways. So it should already know if there are teams remaining. I mean, shit, we could actually just use this. If the amount of teams in our array is greater than 1, then it just ends in a tie. I did not mean to press F11. I was just counting rounds 1. Do I really want to put another variable in here just for ties? That is a question. I don't know if I do. Do tie? Ah, man, tiebreakers though. God damn it. It's just an 8-bit integer. Who cares, right? It's not gonna be that bad. It's not like it has to be replicated or anything. We'll be fine. This round cleanup doesn't even need to be called. We're basically doing that and set all players as spectators. Goodbye, round cleanup. So at the end of the round, we do this. Initialize scoreboard is probably where we're going to do the bookkeeping. I already have something written here that I don't remember writing, so let's see. What the hell did I put here? Temp leader 0. Then a for loop going over all the teams, looking if the team has a higher amount of round 1 than temp leader. Temp leader equals the greatest amount of round 1. Then we set the index. Is team data list actually being set permanently? Yeah, it is. It is, because the way that this is actually getting like implemented is it grabs the team ID from the player states of all the players and then adds them to their assigned slot in this team data list array. So it's going to be the same throughout the whole match. Okay, this makes sense why I did it this way. Yeah, but initialize scoreboard just checks to make sure that the game is not completely over, and if it is, it ends it. What we want to know is, did the round end in a tie? So that's not where we're going to put this here then. So we have initialized scoreboard. Probably just going to create a separate function here to, yeah, do the bookkeeping. Alright, so right off the rip, if we have the team data list, if it's greater than 1, then we have to issue ties for teams that have a remaining size greater than 0. So I mean, we can just use a lambda for this, I believe, just like I'm doing here. And what I can do is, instead of checking the team ID, I believe I have team size. Yeah. If team size equals 0, then they do not get rewarded a tie. God damn you, Visual Studio. Stop doing that. So we grab the index of that team. I mean, honestly, we could probably just grab the team itself. It looks like I'm doing a lot of checks here to see if it's valid. I mean, better be safe than sorry. Rounds tied, plus plus. I actually have to loop this. Yeah, wait, lambda's not gonna work here, because there's multiple teams that are tying. What the fuck am I doing? Let's do a reference here. the team size is greater than 0. Team data dot rounds tied plus plus. Much better. I don't think I care about tracking rounds lost. I think rounds won and rounds tied is the only data I really need, because I could just look at the total amount of rounds and then just use the amount of rounds won to find out how many they actually lost. Makes a lot more sense to do it that way anyways. Okay. So if there's only one team remaining, that's when we can use this. Unless there's a scenario where 2 people die at once, but that would be so ungodly rare. Because this happens instantly after they die. This gets checked. They would have to literally die in the same render frame. What am I trying to do? Right now I am looking at, this is just like bookkeeping for teams. So like, I have like a team system where you can have as many teams as you want with an equal amount of players on each team. And when a player dies, they don't respawn, so their team size gets decreased all the way till 0, which means that they're kind of like eliminated or they lost the round. And what this is doing right here is, if the round ends and there's multiple teams remaining that have players alive, so their team size is above 0, it's just going to issue a tie to each of the teams. So this array right here just has a bunch of data in it for all the teams that are in the game. And right now, this is just doing the ties. The next thing that I'm going to look at is if there is only one team remaining, then I just issue that team a win. Oh, wait a minute, I just thought about this. I'm not actually getting rid of the slots in the array. So this doesn't actually make sense to do this. Oh, lambda and race condition. Oh, I was saying that if there was 2 teams remaining and they were the only people left and they both died in the same exact frame, then it would run into a problem with the way that I was going to do this. But like, that's like a 1 in like a billion chance of that happening. Especially because like this isn't multi-threaded. Like this is, I believe this logic is running on the game thread. So it should go in order. So there actually shouldn't be a race condition. Oh no, I am actually removing the team from the array entirely. Okay. Alright, if that's the case, then this makes sense. And then I don't even have to do this. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't even have like like an audio queue notification or anything, but I just saw it in the activity thing. Wait a minute. Rounds tied, rounds won. Oh man, if we're removing... I don't know why I did it this way originally. Yeah, I gotta redo that. Because that's not actually bookkeeping. We're removing, like, arrays. Or indexes in the array. That's gotta go. Team size is greater than 0. We issue the tie. Actually, I gotta... I can make a temporary T array to track which teams actually have more than 0 players remaining, and then issue all those teams a tie. But if there's only one, then I issue that team a win, and I'll do this by index. Sounds like a decent way to do it. I'll call this remaining teams. Get rid of that. Remaining teams dot add. If I'm doing it this way, is valid index. Visual Studio, please. Please stop doing that. Okay. And now after this for loop completes, if remaining teams is greater than 1, we'll loop over it. Actually, we'll just do if it equals 1. Team data list. Alright, cool. So if there's one team remaining, we issue that team a win. If there's more than one team remaining, we issue them ties. Which I guess ties I'll probably put as like a half point or something in terms of calculating the final winner at the end of all the rounds. End round, okay. Now one thing that I actually need to do here is turn this into its own separate function, because I'm going to move this over to start round instead of match start. Yeah. Now this has not worked in the past. God knows how many times I've tried this. Let's see if I can extract this function and have it actually do something. Initialize team data. It is a member function. That is correct. Oh my god, it actually worked. That is wild. That has not worked in a really long time. Honestly, thank you, Visual Studio. I appreciate you working as intended from occasion to occasion. Okay. I think right before the respawn is when we should do the initialize. That sounds good to me. Okay, team size increases. I would love to print this out. So let's do that. I'm going to print out the team size along with the team ID. And right here, new team created. If that's the case, I just need to print out the team ID. And we'll do that right here. All right. One other thing I have to do is make sure that I reset the team size of all the teams before I add new ones. That is actually really important. Yeah, to initialize team data, maybe this is where I should do that. How do I want to do this? I can't empty the array because the array actually needs to be persistent till the end of the match. But I do need I need to go through and empty every single team. So I mean, I could just do it this way. If team data list .num is greater than 0, team data list, or team data reference team data.team size equals 0. There we go. Alright, so every team gets reset back to 0, then they're all added in there again. So all this data should be completely fresh. So to speak. Okay. Where the hell's my tick function? That needs to get the fuck out of there. Alright. New team created. Hold up. Team exists. Team size increased. Team size 0. Oh, I think it's this weird thing. Yeah. I think I remember this from before. Oh no. I'm just a dumbass. Got it. I was about to say, that makes no sense why plus wouldn't work. I just gotta be a little bit less stupid. All right. End of the round. Next round will begin, and then the team size should be set back to 1 apiece. And it is. Oh, I just love to see it. I also gotta check for ties. That's another thing. Where's my update team scores? Here you are. Team ID. Rounds tied. Oh, not new team data list. Rounds tied, rounds won. Yep. Why is this throwing me an error? What do you want? Identifier eyes. Eh? Oh, yeah. Whoops. It's not I, it's 0. Oh my god. Can't afford to break my monitor. But Visual Studio needs to really stop doing that. Or else I'm gonna have to take out a loan. Alright. Yep. Starts the game. Round will end. Round's tied, 1. Perfect. We go into the next round in a couple seconds here. Now what we want to see happen here is rounds tied needs to increase again to good. Yeah, it's all increasing. Nice, it's all working. Now that that's pretty much done there, I think the next thing is working on the end of the game. There should be like maybe like a 15 to 20 second cooldown period where the scoreboard comes up. And there's got to be an intermission between rounds as well, which is something I have to make. Probably like a 30, no, not 30 seconds, maybe like a 15-second prep time in between rounds. Something to just give players a little bit of time to adjust. I'm just gonna actually label this time between rounds. Oh no, I already have intermission time. But intermission time, like, honestly is like a separate time. It should be like time after round. Because that's like when the players are in spectate mode for just a couple seconds. I'm talking about making like actual like prep time. Because in the arena that I'm actually designing, there's gonna be doors that are closed and they'll open as soon as the round actually starts. So maybe this will be like 15 seconds. Intermission. The naming convention here is so misleading, and I really want to change it. It should be called like spectate time, or something like that. I know I'm gonna come back to this like tomorrow and just completely rename all this shit, because I can't come up with it right now. But the only thing that matters is it makes sense to me right now. Gotta make a function for the prep time before the round. I could probably do something like initialize preparation period. I think I spelled preparation correctly. Let's copy and paste it into Google. Okay, I'm good. So preparation. Let's close all that shit up. Honestly, preparation should probably go here. Keep this organized in order. So preparation happens in progress. Thank you. Have a good night, man. Good luck with your game as well. How do I want to handle prep time here? I don't want this to be a constant thing that is actually checked. So, I mean, I could move match state out of in progress to something else. And do it that way. Or, I mean, I could just like... Oh man, I really don't want to use a timer for this. It's gonna have to be done here. I mean, I could use a Boolean technically. Maybe a Boolean at the start here to see if it's in prep. That's probably the cheapest way to handle this. Man, having so many things in tick just makes it look so ugly. There's gotta be a better way to handle this. I mean, preparation's just going to be something that's called at a round start here. It's also going to handle spawning in the players as well. This to-do is actually going to be for player spawns. Now I could have these spawns be dynamically created. And placed in a certain position. Might actually sit on this and think about this tonight. And then come back to this early tomorrow and hammer away at it for a little bit. So with that being said, oh god damn, it's 3 hours 30 minutes. I was only trying to stream for like maybe an hour and a half, but I got really caught up in this. Yeah, so I'm gonna write this last comment and then I'll probably be back tomorrow. Cool. That's a plan for tomorrow. That being said, y'all take care, have a good night, do a quick little hot reload and end the stream.